What do you do when life throws you curveballs? When your plans collapse? When people disappoint you? When no matter what you're trying to do, it just does not seem to stick, it doesn't seem to work? Because if you allow moments like that to decide your value, your worth, your mood, who you are as a human being, you are not leading your life. You are being led by the circumstances you cannot control, but you're not leading yourself. And that's not freedom, that's emotional slavery. And that's why you feel drained. That's why you struggle to focus. That's why you struggle to make decisions under pressure. And it's the same reasons you shrink or you panic or you stress when things don't go according to plan. But those challenges, those setbacks, they are not the problem. Your response is. It's not the setback. It's not the mistake. It's not that unexpected twist. It's not the person. It's not the project. It's not the traffic. It's your awareness. It's your choice. It's your energy because they create your experiences. They create your reality, not the external events. And when you anchor into your awareness, into your energy, you stop being ruled by those external circumstances. You're no longer at the mercy of life. You become the force in the room. You become free. You take back control of those experiences instead of collapsing into reactivity. And so today I wanted to share with you some ways on how to navigate those setbacks without collapsing into overwhelm and stress and allowing pressure to get hold of you. How to stay grounded when things fall apart, and also how to turn the setbacks into fuel instead of frustration. And what I'm going to share with you isn't just a feel good advice, it's leadership, it's identity transformation, it's self mastery. So I'm going to share a story with you. Last week, I took my daughter, who's 12, to a show to see Legally Blonde. And we booked it months and months ago, and she was so excited. I think mostly because she got to stay up, or she would have got to stay up late at night, and it's a school night. So we just dressed up, we drove to the theater, we arrived at the show, except then I look around and I see nobody else is there, it's just us. So I checked the tickets, and to my horror, I realized that they're for 2026, not 2025. And as I looked at my daughter, I could see her face dropped and there's like tears welling up in her eyes. And in that moment, I literally felt this frustration in my body, thinking, how on earth could I have messed this up? And as he walked back into the car, I could feel her sadness. I could feel her disappointments. And in that moment, I had so many different choices to make. I could beat myself up. I could apologize 10,000 times more. I could spiral into guilt. I could have bribed her with a sweet. But the thing is, none of that would have given us what we actually wanted. And what we actually wanted wasn't even maybe the show itself, but it's the feeling it would have given us. That's entertainment, the joy, the connection, the laughter, the ease. So I shifted my attention from what went wrong to what I wanted to experience, to the feeling that I wanted to feel. And as soon as I got that, I got this idea, let's go to Top Golf. And it's something we absolutely, both of us love. I don't know if you've ever been to Top Golf, but check it out. It's so much fun. So anyway, we drive there, and for the first time ever, there's like no queue. It's a half price Tuesday. We get the best spots in the whole place. I think in all the years we went there, we only once managed to get that spot. And what could have been a night full of tears, disappointment, frustration, anyway, turned out into this most incredible evening. And the best part, the tickets are still there. And next time I will double check the dates. So, is this a big life crisis? Well, absolutely not. It's a tiny one. But here's the truth: how you handle anything is how you handle everything. Because every small setback, every frustration, every unexpected twist is a practice. It's a training ground. It's shaping your emotional strength, your ability to think outside your box, your capacity to handle pressure, to handle disappointments. And this is where a lot of people slip into that survival mode. Their mind immediately grasps that most familiar frame. What should I do? How can I fix this? Who can I blame? And these questions may feel important and productive, but they're not, because they come from fear. They come from stress and anxiety. They tighten your nervous system and they trap you in reaction. And when that happens, your focus narrows. You can't think, outside the box. So you end up drained, frustrated, stuck. And it's not because the problem is even huge, but because you are giving it your attention. And wherever you put your attention is where you put your energy. And that's where you put your power. But when you shift the question from what do I do to how do I want to show up? Who do I want to be? How do I want to feel? Instantly, your energy changes because you're no longer focused on a problem. You're focused on identity and your perspective returns. Your nervous system relaxes. And when your nervous system relaxes, this monkey mind stops spinning. You see, your attention dictates your emotional state. And your emotional state determines or drives your decisions, which then creates actions, which leads to outcomes. So when you choose your presence first, your identity, how I want to feel, how I want to show up, what I want to experience, you stabilize your energy. You stop spiraling, you stop amplifying the problem, and you start focusing on a solution. So your awareness expands, your options expand, solutions appear that you couldn't see when you were in a reactive state. And this is the moment that you can start working with. So your emotional identity decides your outcome far more than any strategy. And choosing how do I want to feel, how do I want to show up, who do I want to be, isn't bypassing the problem. It's actually stepping into identity that can handle the problem without bleeding the energy all over the place. And that shift is what makes you unshakable because you are training yourself that no matter what happens, you can handle it. So let's pick one challenge that you have right now. Maybe it's some problem at work. Maybe somebody's canceled on you, or you're going through a difficult relationship, or something, whatever, doesn't go the way you want. Doesn't really matter. Pick one thing and try this. Take one breath and notice the emotion that you're feeling. What is this making you feel? And label it. I feel frustration. I feel disappointments. I feel anxiety. Now, you are not naming it to judge it or to make yourself feel guilty or definitely not to blame them or something else. You're naming it so that you can create a distance between you and the emotion. Because when you start observing your emotion, it stops controlling you because you're no longer the emotion. You are observer of the emotion. And second, once you've done that, ask yourself, who am I choosing to be right now? How do I choose to show up? Everything is a choice. So maybe it's grounded, maybe it's solution focused, resilient, strong, peaceful. When you consciously choose who you want to be, your mind, your body, your nervous system begin to align with that choice. They're no longer working in different direction against each other. They're working in harmony. So you stop reacting unconsciously and you stop replaying all patterns of behavior. And those setbacks are no longer hijacking your minds. And this isn't just a mental trick, it's identity recalibration. Every small moment you choose your response over the reactivity pattern reinforces who you are becoming. And every decision you make from that place builds the version of you that can thrive under pressure, that can lead with clarity, that moves through challenges with unshakable presence. Your response is your freedom. Your response is your self leadership. Your response is your power. And try this everywhere. Don't also wait for the big problem. Stuck in a queue, stuck in a traffic jam, missed the show. Apply this. And maybe something even bigger when you're ready for it. The project collapses. Then choose how do you want to show up in a meeting or with your business partner instead of fixating on who or what to blame. Maybe conversation turns tense. Choose your presence. Choose clarity instead of reacting from the old patterns. Projects fall apart. Things don't work out in your business. Choose your identity instead of allowing the setbacks to define your story. Every time you do that, you strengthen that inner resilience, your emotional muscle. You're training your brain to stay focused under pressure. You're expanding your capacity to handle life. You're building your inner confidence, your inner strength, not by hoping that things will change, that you can fix the situation, but stepping into identity who can handle any challenge, any curveball that life may throw at you. So here's my challenge for you today. Choose one thing that is stealing your peace, your focus, or maybe hijacking your day, and notice if you are responding as the person you want to become or is the version that you are trying to outgrow. Because setbacks are inevitable, challenges are inevitable. Your response, that's where your power lies. So take one moment today to pause, observe, and consciously choose who you want to be, how you want to show up, and how you want to feel. And choose below, comment below, what are you choosing to transform today? And of course, if you want more tools and techniques on how to turn your challenges into clarity, into self leadership, then subscribe to my channel for future videos. And remember, guys, you cannot control everything that happens to you, but you can always control who you become through it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.